Hi, this is Maria Petrenko. Many of you have probably read my yesterday's long read about the imposter syndrome and about not feeling good enough, not thinking of myself as good enough, and about the upcoming webinar on Tuesday. I do invite you to sign up for that, of course. And so today I'm making slides. I'm putting together a talk. I'm thinking over it again. And clearly what is going on is resistance and perfectionism and all these other things that make me follow my own advice. So I'll tell you what tools I'm using to keep moving and to not get stuck in this. Some of this I will talk about on Tuesdays. So of course the initial overwhelm, as in there's so much information. Man, I have only so many days, and I have only so many hours to do it, and I have all the other things to do. I'm never gonna do it. So to overcome this, of course, instead of just sitting there feeling stuck, I did indulge for an hour, a little over. The tool against that I'm using is to start, to make whatever first step. I don't know. For me, it was separate all the tabs from the internet I had into a separate browser that is not connected to Facebooks and other things that are not distracting me. So that was my first step, separate them and write out on a paper whatever thoughts I wanted to include into the webinar, and that became a good structure. It encompasses whatever messages I want the people to take out of it and whatever. So start. Do the first step, do the next right action, just start something to overcome the overwhelm and anxiety. And then of course the perfectionist comes. But there are all these other papers that you haven't read about the topic, but you're not an expert, but you need to read all these books and watch all these videos. Who are you to talk about this? The thing about that is I have enough material to talk for an hour, for more than an hour. I have enough stories. I think I will have a problem of cutting it down to fit the time rather than including everything I know. So that's that. Plus, in all the videos, in all the talks, my tool against this is remembering that every person talks about something close to their experience. So all the talks that I've seen about it, all the reads that I read, were different. Nobody talks about the same thing, and every talker has a listener. And so that's my message for myself, message for me taking my own advice, is to just do what I think is best, that I have to do. Be generous to myself and thinking about the message I want to deliver. And of course be the perfectionist. It's a never-ending story. There will never be enough. So you stop it at some point and you do, and you see what needs improvement for the next time. But there has to be this time. Things have to be done. So you have to draw the line at some point. There is never a good time. There is never a convenient time. So now is the time. So that's that. Done is better than perfectly undone. And that's me overcoming my perfectionism. There may be more development about it today, but sign up for the webinar on Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you next week, and you'll see what I have to say. Bye-bye.